Hello, everyone. Welcome to an excited edition of Being Sam I Am. I am Sam I Am, and I am excited today when I tell you. So, listen, when I tell you that if you wait on God, just wait on Him. He's going to show up right in the nick of time, right on time. When I tell you, my God is awesome. So there is no amount of joy. I don't know what to say. I am reborn. I am rebirthed. I'm new. So I decided to turn my walk-in closet into a just a podcast studio, just to film and stuff like that, and just have a space, in the house for me, so that I could always have the same background, and it would be, it'd be motivating and everything. So I said I'm gonna, I'll just do the closet. So I'm gonna be there for probably, a little more while, but not too long. Who knows? So as I'm moving, stuff out of the closet to move the desk into the closet so I can, have a workspace and everything, I found something. And but I'd known that it was in there, but I didn't know what was in it. So with new. So I go and start going through the thing, and when I tell you, God is so great, I don't know what else to say. Everything, like when I was in rehab, I would write a poem, and just to read in the morning, for the feelings check in or whatever. And I wrote one, the guys liked it, so I wrote another one, and then every day they were basically requiring, they were not gonna start the day without one of the poems. So I wrote there's 31 of them. And I would write a new one every single night, and it would be ready for the next morning. So I didn't know what happened to the notebook. I had no idea. So I found it, and it is so, to know that a piece of you was lost and then it's found is like, I can't even describe it. So then when I was locked up before that, in Upper Marlboro, I was gonna be lost in the system. That was the enemy's plan. That was Satan's plan. It was. I was in there, and I was never gonna be seen. I was supposed to be transported to Arlington, and they were not transferring the paperwork or nothing. They couldn't find anything, and I was like, oh Lord. And they had transferred me to a unit, and I'm like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? So while I am in there, I ended up, I was in the cell. I told you I was in the cell with this guy. He was a murderer. He was. He just did the scary part was not that he did that. The scary part, he told me the story, and I'm like, oh my God, don't ever tell about that story again. But the scary part was he did not believe that he did it. It just was like, well, they started yelling at me, and then I'm like, okay, whatever. It's a long story, but it was a good story. So I just was like, don't tell. And I ended up watching him, the story. He had tattoos all on his face and everything, and unfolding in the news and everything. He got whatever. So every day that I was in, not even every day, I was in it for 43 days, but while I was there, when you're in a space where you feel like you're trapped or you're never gonna, you just don't know, like if you don't know where you're gonna get out of anything, then you start living for what if. So I started writing, and I wrote all these ideas. I wrote 101 of these ideas, and they're written in red, and it was just like a promise that I made to myself that if I get out of this and I get through all of this stuff, Lord God, I'm going to just start at the top of this list, and I'm going to work my way down. And I didn't remember a lot of the things. I did remember some of the stuff that stood out, like cruise control driving course, and, the massages, and, a lot of the things that are out, people have been doing. But it was only like 6 of them, only like 6 or 7 of them, and then people just keep recycling, great, whatever, it doesn't matter. So I actually found the paper with every one of the ideas on there, and I'm telling you, each one of those ideas, you will make $1 million in. I guarantee. I always say 24 months, but it really will be 12. It really will be 12. But I always say 24 just as an insurance, but it's 12. You'll make it in. I guarantee you will make $1 million in 12 months. I promise you, guaranteed. God gave me them straight from him, straight to me, straight to you. And I'm telling you, when I tell you everything else that was in there, insurance paperwork and I mean everything. It doesn't matter what the heck the daggone enemy was trying to use the trouble for. God turned it into double, Lord. Yes, he did. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter who it's going to affect. It doesn't matter, because at this point, I have conquered, and I am in a place, in a place that no one can take from me. I'm telling you what, when I tell you I felt lost this entire time, because it's like, you know that it's there, but a piece of you is gone and you don't know where it went and what happened to it or whatever. And I knew that it was in the back, was in the car. I knew that. I just did not know what was in, like I said. So had I not took a leap of faith and just said, you know what? I'm just going to do this podcast. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to make this a little studio space, and I'm going to do it. Had I not done that, and then as I'm doing it, the enemy came up and said that, that energy's like, this and that. And I found something that didn't even have anything to do with anything. Sure didn't. So I'm not going to apologize for going off. I'm not going to apologize for venting. I'm going to apologize for exploiting the gifts that God gave me. I'm going to apologize for that.